up in the sky. Look, it's captivating. It's energizing. It's Eliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right. And again, it's just so exciting. I love what's happening within the world in regards to what people are doing. They're making a difference now, I think, more than ever. And especially, too, thank you again for the feedback we continue to have when, yes, we had Richard Branson on, and also co-founder of and CEO of Honor Health Foundation. So make sure you go and you check out Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. Why? Because it is the only place where entrepreneurs align. All right, so you ready for this? We've got a special show because we're going to talk about healthcare and technology and what happens when you mix them both. Because we have with us Dr. Randall Wright. That's right. Medical Director for Brain Health Houston, the Woodlands Hospital, co-founder of ModiHealth. You can reach him at ModiHealth.com. And with that, all right, Dr. Wright, let's get right into it. First of all, what is going on with healthcare and technology, and where are things headed?
It is an exciting time, David, and thank you for having me on your show. Your theme song gets me fired up. I can see the capes flying, and it gets me ready to go. But technology is a wonderful tool that I've been trained since a kid, taking apart my dad's computers. Don't tell him I did that. Taking apart telephones when I was a kid and learning how these things work. And then over time, developing a desire to help people, looking at healthcare and wanting to help people, and then merging those two fields together really has been my life's mission over time. And I'm excited to be in a space where we can put that into practical use. So it's great to see how medicine and technology is coming together, not just for treatments, but for access to care, David. And that's what's exciting to me today.
So how did the concept come to be with ModiHealth.com, again, where people could reach you? So yes. What are they going to experience that? And how did that idea come to you of this is what we need to do?
Yeah, David. So ModiHealth is a concept, and Modi really means connection or bridge, where we're connecting different worlds together. And we're connecting access to physicians or practitioners of different backgrounds, from wellness backgrounds, therapists, health coaches, yoga instructors, Pilates instructors, connecting that to mainstream everyday welfare and health. Because I used to serve on the American Heart Association, our local board, and had a chance to see health at the 50,000 foot level, where it wasn't just treating an individual patient, right? It was treating areas and systems of care. And we recognize that our health is tied to how we live, right? We can't just live our life and eat what we want and do things that we want without having some accountability. And many of us knew that, but never knew how to put that into practical use. And so Modi's desire is to connect the knowledge with the practical implication and using technology to combine that. And that's what we do. So say, for example, do you enjoy going out and eating a good meal? I think
absolutely.
You do, right? Yeah, you look, and we all love, I'm in Texas, right? So we all love steak. But steak every day is probably not the best thing to do. I'm from Louisiana originally, and we love fried food down there, but we shouldn't be eating fried food every day. And so there's a balance between having healthy meals, but also having meals that we enjoy. And many of us don't know how to integrate that. So we created plans that allow you to do that, but also allows your practitioner, be it a wellness professional, to track and monitor what you're doing. So we have tech that integrates with your Garmin device or your iWatch that allows you to track what you're doing, but not in the sense that it's just for your information. Your doctor can interact with that and then make real-time decisions upon what you're doing. So it ties the tech space of these wearables and things that you do on a daily basis to practical medical decision-making that gives you and your doctor data to make better decisions for you. So you can really integrate and interact better in real time than you can just by itself.
We hear about the term telemedicine, but is that something that, is that something that you believe is going to be here to stay, or not? And in addition to, how does that evolve with technology of the future? We hear about, right, these holograms and different things. And if that is the state, do you see that potentially carrying over?
Yes, I really hope that telemedicine goes for the long haul, and I think it will. I believe that it's really beneficial because there have been several or many great medical advancements throughout the ages, basically on treatment. We can treat infections better with antibiotics. We have, robotic assistant devices that help with surgeons, right? But I see telemedicine as an advance in the accessibility of healthcare to people around the world. Still, the World Health Organization about 3 years ago said that only half the world had adequate access to good healthcare. So the other half couldn't. So no matter how great your treatments are, if you can't get that to the right patient, it's irrelevant. I see telemedicine as a way to get better treatments, or just treatments in general, to more people around the world. So to me, that's a big advance. Even in the United States, a large percent of people don't have adequate health insurance, and it's hard to get to a doctor or a practitioner. But through telemedicine, we can now enter your homes, meet you where you are, and help you with guiding better decisions for knowledge of health decisions, and even treating you across those ways. So I do see it as a tremendous step forward in healthcare.
Fantastic. And again, you know what? It's all about the staying healthy and learning so much more with me, David Kogan, your host of the Eliances Heroes Show. So make sure you go to, right, Dr. Randall, right? They know where to go. Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com, because we have the opportunity now with Dr. Randall, right? Yes, that's right. Co-founder of ModiHealth. Could be reached at ModiHealth.com. In fact, you may have the lifetime opportunity to see him potentially virtually or in person at one of the many Eliances experiences, because Dr. Wright is part of the Eliances community. In fact, Dr. Wright, tell us what it's like been for when you have experienced a roundtable, for example. What was that experience like for you?
I tell you, the combination of minds is one of the most important things for creativity. When you have people who are experts in their field, who are innovators, come together and share ideas, you get new ideas birth. And that's the beauty of the Alliance, and that I really appreciate and benefited from. And really the connections. I see that relationship is primal, is primacy relationship is what's so important. And that's what you guys create. So thank you for having me as part of that.
Absolutely. It's very important stuff. And as a matter of fact, too, is talk to me about brain wellness and that. You're an expert in that field too. And how do we gauge it? How do we achieve to keep our brain healthy?
So brain wellness is a concept that it's not new, but it's really starting to take traction because as our population ages, we're seeing more people with dementia, and that becomes a scary fact. And dementia is one that we're wrestling with as far as to understand it. But we started to recognize that it may not just be a disease, but the result of insults to the brain, be it toxins or poor nutrition or insults that affect how the brain functions. So if we can keep our brains well over our lifetime, then we can actually be better over our lifetime. And so there's a great saying that when we're young, we spend our health trying to acquire wealth. And then when we're older, we spend our wealth trying to buy back our health. It is what it is. And so we just try to help people understand that keeping your brain healthy will keep you functional throughout your life. To do so, we see it as several pillars of importance: nutrition, exercise, appropriate social connections, because our brains, unlike our hearts and our lungs, as you may know, those organs just do their job. But our brain really engages with its environment, and it changes every single day. And when I was going through medical school, we were told that you've got a certain number of brain cells, and you as we say in the elementary school, you get what you get, don't throw a fit, right? That's all you got. But we're realizing that now that these brain cells can actually, grow in number, they can improve connections, and by being engaged socially, we can help with that. And so social connection is so important in the brain health wellness perspective. Spirituality is important. And so there's so many things that we do to connect that's what brain health is all about.
And you're super smart. You have a powerful brain. What kind of secrets can you share with students, though, that are thinking about taking a career in healthcare? How can they make an impact of the world like you have and you continue to do, and working and really changing the lives of so many, especially now with the company you co-founded?
It's always having a desire to look at a problem and to solve it. I have two boys, and I'm always trying to encourage them. They don't always listen, but I try to encourage them to ask those questions. And it can get a little hairy sometimes that they ask me a ton of questions about why this, why that. But I want to foster that creative thought. I want to foster that desire to dream and to imagine the world in a different place. Because when you can imagine what it could look like, because you've seen problems today, that's the interface between making today and to making tomorrow better than what it is today. So dreaming, imagining, and asking questions.
Excellent. Well, fantastic. And thank you too to member Avril Jones for nominating you also to be on the Eliances Hero Show. Dr. Randall, you've created a better way to serve patients quickly and effectively in a time when patients and doctors couldn't always connect in office visits. You've now made it possible. Check out ModiHealth.com. You've got to go there today. This has been David Kogan with the Eliances Hero Show.